Formula One racing here on the EGL Extreme Gaming League. I'm Tipsy Bob, and joining me on the mic is my trusty sidekick and my good friend, Dad Vance. Covering all the action today, we're going to be covering everywhere from Monaco, Singapore, Abu Dhabi, and Bahrain, all across the world, all across the country. We have a full grid lined up, some of the best talent around the world. We have plucked them from all corners of the earth to give you some of the greatest racing experience viewing footage you'll ever see in your lifetime. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the EGL. There we go. All the cars are all lining up on the grid. They're all getting ready. The drivers will be focusing on their first corner. Are they going to take it? What are they going to do? Is it going to go deep? Are they going to go? Who knows? Let's take it, and away we go! DRS is still active, and if Timo wants to get this moved on, he's gonna need to use this DRS zone because I have a feeling. Oh no, Timo, cancel the pressure in the traction zone. I tried to mount up another overtake on 1.3 trademark. This is round 3.
And Timo are coach. Oh, it's the pit! Oh no! Oh my god, this so sorry, control myself. So Timo
So what we gotta do so they can start at the back together again, just like Timo likes it.
how many times did you see?
Hello everyone, welcome to another week of CEST Royal Tier 3. We're here for the penultimate race of the season in Brazil. We finally went to Brazil. Today I'm joined by Pixel.
Hello.
Hello. We're in Brazil, on board with Propsy starting his lap, just in time as well. 17 cars on the grid right now. Weather is supposed to be dry. It is a bit overcast, but it is what it is as Propsy goes a bit wide. And that's his lap. Turkey was behind him, who was also invalidated.
Not really ideal.
Yeah.
But it is quite a short track, so you can get 4 runs in quali. It's pretty doable. Especially if you invalidate one, then you're completely fine on time.
Oh, and on his lap here, he is just on the first straight after these NSs. On mediums, surprisingly. Him and Goran are the only 2 drivers in mediums right now.
Yep, so they'll probably go to soft at the end of the session, I would say.
Yeah.
If they're pushing hard on the mediums already. A bit sideways from Ron there, but kept it in check.
Yeah, this track should be a easy soft medium, right? 36 laps. I think last year it was quite an easy soft medium.
Yeah.
Miloš with the first fast lap, 108.4, improved by Trevor straight after with a 178. Hammer goes even faster, 174. Blinda even faster, 173, and Gerla even faster with a 172.
She's just coming in thick and fast.
This is someone's off in turn 1. I think that might be Hammer. Owen's gonna cross the finish line on mediums. Goes P3. Yeah, Hammer was off in turn 1. Owen went with a 179, put him in P6 with those medium tires. Looking down the grid, Neon Rays is on his lap as well. In sector 2, and he's got the funny glitch. Beautiful.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a dirty air from Bournemouth, which will not be ideal.
But he moves out of the way.
Sam
quite
gets out of
fast.
the way, but maybe got a little bit of it at first. Darky stays nice and wide there, that's good.
He's coming through. Wait, this is like the penultimate corner, right? Of the,
Well, it's classed as being the penultimate on the the track map, I believe, but it's really the last actual corner.
yeah, as Neon Rays goes P4 with 7.5 with those soft tires. Down the grid, Bournemouth moved out of the way. He's starting his lap now. Yeah, this is actually his second run. I would think. I think he probably invalidated the first one. He's on a run now, going into the corner after the DRS straight. I really don't know corner numbers.
Yeah, 24. I don't actually know the corner names for Brazil. I know the first 3 corners are the Senna S's, and I know the last proper corner is Yonsao. That's about it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I know as well.
Yeah,
Except
I'm usually better than this.
yeah, it doesn't matter. Bournemouth coming through. Wait, Yun Sao, you said? Yeah.
Yeah. Yonsao or Junsao, I'm not entirely up to scratch on my Portuguese pronunciation.
He is going to cross the finish line now, keeping it nice and close. Actually, never mind, going kind of center track. B7, 178 for him. Kimi also
Yeah, reasonable
racing.
effort.
Let's see.
Yeah, Kimi only a second off Sam today, so that's
That's a good improvement.
good going. Yeah.
I was really hoping we would
But
have.
it's really short track.
Yeah, I was hoping we would have some rain.
I do love me some rain, not gonna lie. Both to watch and to drive, it's exciting, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Propsy on his lap here, messed up his first run. This is his second one so far, sector 2. So far it looked definitely better than his first one, considering he didn't run wide and invalidate. Seems to be hitting the apexes as well, so from what I'm seeing, it seems like it could be a good lap. We have to see once he crosses the finish line, because you know, you can always think a lap is good, but if you don't carry enough speed, Ace Boy joins.
Yep, it's a very neat and tidy lap. I can say that much about this lap. How fast will it be though? That's the question.
178.
Not too bad.
Yeah, it's
6 tenths off the pole.
6 tenths off the pole. Then again, you have to take into account that from P1 to P7, actually no, never mind. But like Neon Rays, Hammer, Sonny, Linda, Gerla as well, all really fast drivers. Trevor as well. Trevor is probably going to improve quite a lot once he goes out. So Bournemouth I'd expect to be higher, but then again, he doesn't really fancy playing that much F1, so.
Yeah.
Max is on a lap here, where he is about to finish his lap, crossing the finish line, keeping it nice and close to the wall. It's going to be 182, putting in P12. Is the glitch still in the game, where if you, Gerla starting his lap actually here, after the Senna S's, is the glitch still in the game, if you join through quali and you basically...
I'm not sure to be honest. I had heard people say it was, but you can never be too sure with Cody's, so...
I mean, people said the light, the start is Bournemouth leaves, please no. I hope people don't leave during the, in between the sessions. Restart my game real fast, my sound doesn't work.
Damn, bro. Crazy.
Crazy, but when... A girl coming through the last real corner here on track. The Portuguese pronunciation, which I'm not even going to try. A straight line, basically full throttle to the finish line here. DRS opens. staying close to the wall, and it's probably going to be an improvement. It is 106.9, 4/10 clear off of Sonic, also improved, going P2, so it's a Red Bull 1-2 right now.
Yeah, quite an epic lap by Gerda, and not just because there's both a 6 and a 9 consecutively in it.
Yeah. Neon Ray starting his lap here. You want to take us on board?
Yeah, sure. So, neat and tidy into the Senna S's. You want to keep a tight line through the first apex, open up the rest of it. I have the rev glitch, so this is going to be pain, but let's go with it anyway. Down to turn 4, brake just past the 100-meter at the access road. Nice apex. You need to get a good drive out, be neat and tidy. The shortest line up to turn 5 as possible. You keep it tight, get the power on early, up to the outside, and cut back in. Use lots of that curb, because you can. Need to keep momentum around these hairpins and be careful on the drive. It's very easy to step the back end out. On a late apex here to get the drive, because it's a nice long flat out zone, and that's horrible. That's not how you do that corner.
Yeah, that's suboptimal, I would think.
I would say so, yeah.
I missed his sector time as well, so I wouldn't really know how much he was improving for, if he was, but
Yeah, not possible to say at this point.
it's unlucky.
Oh my god, the rev glitch. Oh, I'm glad the lap ended early because that was pain.
Goran also goes P8 right now, so Milish and Goran quite close in between them, 1200 separating them. As
Oh,
what
Milos has reset to track somewhere or something, I guess. Not entirely sure what happened there.
I think he might have spun out in the pit exit or something. It was teleported to.
Yeah, he must have done because his tire age is 0 laps and he's on the out lap, so yeah, he must have had an issue on the pit exit.
That's a strat, I think. So you don't hit the pit.
Well, it's funny, in season 1 of Assetto Corsa, back when we were driving the Formula Hybrids, the final race of the season was Brazil, and we found that if you angled the car right, you could sift through a gap in the barriers after the first turn on the pit exit, and you could get out onto the track that way. Which was really funny. It was difficult to do, but we decided to do it for the meme. Yeah, that's my story. It's cool. Don't laugh.
Anyways, Miller
Don't
starting
laugh
his
at
lap.
anything.
I mean, the Brazil map from Assetto Corsa that I played was quite glitchy. I know that if you reversed in the pits, you just fell off the map.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
And you fell off the
different.
map, but other people driving the track could see your car floating randomly in the air.
That's not ideal, and there's no way to get out of that, so you just have to quit the game and rejoin the server.
Yep.
This is funny Assetto Corsa does funny Assetto Corsa things.
I think that was a bit messy from Miller there, and a bit of a moment losing out his rear for a split second. Which definitely cost
Yeah,
us
not
some time.
particularly ideal.
Yeah. So it's not been a good one. I don't think it's going to be an improvement as well, so let's see second time. Yeah, he's actually done his time. So unless he actually has a lot of time to gain here, it's not going to be an improvement. Or even if it is, it's not going to be a substantial improvement. Or more positions. Even though it's quite close from P7 or P6 to.
Yeah, and he's bailed out of that. Yeah, I think he's overdriving a little bit.
Yeah. Ace Boy on his lap as well. Just starting it. Joint qualifying a bit late, but is out of the pits now.
Yeah, apparently he completely forgot about the race.
Oh, Hammer actually went P1. We completely missed it. 1.6.7.
Well, I did say Hammer, good lap, 6.7 like 2 minutes ago, but you know.
You did?
I did. Girl is improving. Half a tenth up through sector 1.
Damn. Well, I guess I didn't hear it.
I guess not. Yeah, Hammer is quite quick at Brazil. It's probably his best track, so he's definitely a threat for the win.
Yeah.
I would say.
I think reading in chat, Ocean saying that Hammer is a Brazilian specialist, so let's see what Gurla does here. Gurla improves by half a
marginal
tenth.
improvement. Yeah.
Maybe he has time for one more run, but who knows? Who knows if he can. Acebill went P6 with his time. A really good lap from him. Neon Ray's on and out lap, moving out of the way of people. Kimmy is on a lap, is he? Yes. Or he just crossed the finish line, improved by 1/10. And stays P17. Turkey's on mediums.
Interesting.
Who else is on a lap here? Where's Owen? Owen is on an out lap. Oh, he just came out of the pits. So Danny coming out of the pits now as well. 2 minutes 40 left of the session. Probably around 3 minutes-ish of the race, of the qualifying. So I think people going out of the pits now are only going to do one run. Unless they do 2 consecutive on one tire set.
Possibly, yeah.
But what I saw from ERS, it's you usually finish the lap at around 40 ERS or so. So doing 2 consecutive runs would be quite the task. But anyways, Neon Race starting his lap. We were on board with him earlier when he made that mistake.
When he did the funny.
Yeah, he is currently 2 or 4 points behind Owen in the championship, so it is really close. Sonny's also 31 points behind Owen with 2 races to go, so it's a 31-point gap between P1 and P3 in the championship with 2 races, so this can still all flip around.
Yeah, it's a good opener to the left for Neon. He's up 2.5 tenths on his PP, so if you can carry that form through the rest of the lap, that should vault him up a couple of places.
He's in this wiggly, tricky part of Sector 2. A really fun part as well. You go up and down. It's like a whole roller coaster. Coming into John Sauer now, 6 tenths up.
Yeah, he's up big time, yeah. This could potentially be a challenge for the pole, certainly for the front row.
Yeah, definitely. Shaping up to be a fantastic lap for Neon Race here. As he's going to cross the finish line with a 106.8. So it's P2, 1/10 off. 10th and a half,
very good
actually.
effort.
Really good lap as well, yeah.
Yeah, Hammer is improving. He's up 600ths in Sector 1. So looking to consolidate the pole.
Haysborough retires from the session, so he's not going to go faster than his 107.4. So let's see what Hammer's going to do here. He's going to cross the finish line soon. Will he improve? Probably, because sector times were indicating that way, and he improves? No, he doesn't.
No.
He basically almost equals his lap time.
He broke even on the second sector because he ran wide in hairpin and then marginal time loss in the third sector, so it was a good opener to the lap, but he couldn't hold it the rest of the way.
Owen is doing his second lap, actually. He's doing 2 in a row. He didn't improve on his first one. He is a couple tenths up on this run. I think it was a 10th or 2. So it's looking up.
Yeah, it was a 10th.
Yeah.
And now he's down. Yeah, he's lost a 10th and a half in sector 2.
Yeah, I think there was a screen freeze or something that happened because there was a stutter. So I don't know if it was his side or what, but I think that cost him the time.
Yeah, and he ran out of ERS, so yeah, that's well out of that one.
Sonny
so that's
now.
it, bro.
Oh, cool. Sonny starting his lap here, his last run. Let's see if he can actually improve and challenge that front row. He is.
Yeah, pretty nice to run through the CESTs.
A 10th up already.
Yeah, so pretty neat and tidy. Good commitment through here. Good on the power. Could have used a bit more curb, but that was fine.
Yeah, I think let's see if it's 62 time here, but the lap's looking pretty fine. That downhill left-hander that goes up. What is it? Turn 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would say he's up 1/10 and a 4, so he will be improving if he gets this last part right. There's quite a few people improving actually. Goran goes P4, Max goes P5. Really good lap times from them. Max actually 1,000 faster than Sonny's previous best, but Sonny even gets some slipstream here. He's gonna cross the line. 17.0, so he does improve, goes back to P4. So the Red Bulls are on the second row. Can anyone actually improve here to go on pole? Blinden might improve a bit. It does improve, goes P6, knocks Mags down for 1 position. And unless Trevor can do something here, no, he's on an invalidated lap. So this is it for qualifying. So we have Hammer on pole with a fantastic lap as well. Sonny P2 with a really good lap, and Gerla and not Sonny, Neon Race P2 with a really good lap, and Gerla and Sonny P3 and 4 for a second row for the Red Bulls.
Yeah, very nicely coordinated slipstream there as well. I think that was a planned out maneuver.
Yeah. The Red Bulls also
nice
are 1 point behind Haas right now in the championship before this race results. So if it stays like this, the Red Bulls are going to take lead of constructors from Haas.
Yep. So yeah, Red Bull carrying the form. Probably will go their way realistically. Owen's been struggling a little bit recently, and Danny definitely has. But conversely, the Red Bull boys are on form, so I would nearly say at this point it's theirs to lose, especially with the qualifying going the way it did just now.
Yeah. As it's looking quite sunny, so I don't expect any rain. I mean, Ocean Chief did say it's dry, so I really don't expect any rain. I really hope for rain. It's Brazil, so it's one of those tracks that it might rain.
Yeah.
But yeah, 36 laps, around 40-ish minutes, 42 minutes in total. Who do you think is gonna win today?
Yeah, somewhere around that, I would say.
Yeah, Pixel. Who do you think will be the fastest this race and be the first one to cross the finish line?
It's kind of hard to ignore Hammer's form on this track. Like, he's always gone pretty well at Brazil, but he's driving really well lately as well, so that just makes him quite a formidable opponent for everyone else. So I would kind of hedge my bets on him for the win, barring any dramas.
Yeah.
But, don't discount Neon. He's in a really good position as well, ahead of Sonny and crucially well ahead of Owen.
Yeah. Both Gerla and Sonny though are quite rapid as well. I think any of these top 4 drivers can't put it in for the race, but what I've been reading in chat is if I'd have to put my money on someone, I think for Brazil it would be Hammer.
Yeah. Well, he's starting from the best position, so
yeah,
he has every opportunity at this point.
If we look at tires a tiny bit, everyone in top 10 obviously on softs. Milos in P11 is on mediums, then Fropsy, Trevor on softs in P12 and P13. Turkey in P14 on mediums, and then Fubar, Kimi, Busem as P15, 16 and 17 on softs, and then Aceboy P18 who qualified P7 and got glitched down to P18 is on hards.
Yeah, because funny glitch isn't fixed for some reason.
It's hard to fix it, you know?
Yeah, it's very hard to write a few lines of code to say, okay, this person qualified P whatever, he starts P whatever.
What's Fubar doing? Fubar just
Fubar is leading the race.
Fubar just sent it. Maybe he thought it's an affirmation lap.
So now he has to wait while everyone else forms up and he gets gold tires. And he's starting near the back, so that's a big brain play, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about, but yeah. Hammer and Neon Ray's on the front row. I think it's this is starting to get quite familiar on the front row. But I want to see the lights. There we go. As we got 5 red lights going on for the Brazilian Grand Prix in Theory 3. Let's go out. They obviously don't go yet.
And now.
Yeah, now it's off the line. I think Hammer already got a pretty decent start. Neon Race has the inside line though, so no, he's not even gonna get past Hammer on the inside on lap 1. Oh, there's already some.
Gorla has fallen down the order a fair bit. He got squeezed to the extreme outside in the third one.
Looking back, there seems to be a yellow flag. That's
Fubar
Trevor
and
Fubar for out.
Trevor, yeah.
Seems to have no damage on Fubar, no damage on Trevor, so that's good for them. Blind is up
Blind
to
up
P3.
to P3, yeah.
Yeah, Gorla down to P9, so that's really bad. Owen up to P6, but Blinded with a fantastic start right here.
Now, Owen, right behind Goran, accused him of blocking in quali. Quite annoyed about it. So expect a big send and not a lot of room given by Owen, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. Hammer already a 1 second gap to Neon here. Okay. That's 1 second on the first lap. Had a fantastic start. A really good jump off the line. I think Fropsy might have been involved in that incident as well, since he is around 3.7 seconds off as well. Hammer 1.1 seconds. Let's see if Owen is going to go for a move here anytime soon. It's actually Max is on the back of Owen, not going for it though. And the back, a bit of smoke, someone locking up. I think that was Gorla.
Not ideal.
Fropsy's pitting, so he might have damage. Fubar and Trevor are staying outside. Fubar goes on the inside of Trevor here. Don't know if there was any contact, but might have been a send. But yeah. How's this track on penalties? What to expect?
There will be some people to get penalties. Like, there are a few specific places where you're likely to pick them up. Firstly, the CEST, because you're trying to maximize a chicane, so you're always going to have the potential for penalties there. And I think the track limits are a little bit inconsistent through there, so it's possible to pick up warnings if you're not careful there and you're using a lot of curb. The other place really is the fast right-hander up the hill. Sometimes you can go a little bit wide and that will pick you up a warning. There's nowhere else really that's particularly high risk in terms of warnings, so there shouldn't be too many penalties, but definitely there's room for 1 or 2.
Warnwolf and Milos fighting here through turn 1. Milos also
that's fun.
Gaining a couple of positions off the start. He's up to P9 right now. Trevor Linden pitting, so I guess he did have some damage. Probably just a darker greenish front wing, not visual damage, but definitely affected his car. As Hammer is just pulling away with it. 1.6 second gap already.
Yeah, he's yeah, I think my bet is definitely safe.
Yeah, my bet is
based on
safe.
what we're seeing here.
You know, when we were watching the real race on Sunday, I said, I think halfway through before the safety car came out, nothing can go wrong for George Russell, and nothing went wrong. I think I can say again, nothing can go wrong for Hammer.
Absolutely nothing went wrong for George at all. Nothing.
Nothing
And,
at all.
and certainly not twice.
Nothing. I don't remember anything.
Like, imagine how bad your luck would be if something went wrong twice.
No, luckily he won the race, so...
Yeah,
I can.
George did in fact win the race. Yeah,
He did, and I can confidently say that Hammer is at this point the race winner.
Yeah, Blinda is on the attack, boosting and got DRS onto Neon. Is going to go for the pass around the outside in turn 4. Neon fights it. Blinda turns in anyway. Just enough room given, but quite hard racing. Neon kind of thought about fighting it back around the outside and right-hander up the hill, but I think he's better off it.
Yeah, it was a nice move from Blinda overall. Neon can now stay behind. He actually has quite a lot of ERS. He's at 70%, while Sonny's at 60. Blinda is at 40. Hammer is at 80.
Yeah, so Hammer's not even having to boost to build this gap, he's just got the raw pace.
Yeah, Goran is not boosting either, but Goran is pretty high ERS as well. What about Owen? Owen is at 38, so Owen is trying to boost, trying to get that DRS, but he is just not closing up enough.
Yeah, I think Owen's just struggling a little bit.
Sonny
for
going on a
the all-out
move on
pace.
Neon Race here. He's going to have the outside for turn 1. Neon Race staying on the inside, and Neon Race...
I kind of thought about sending it on Blinda for a moment, I think. He's too far back, so he definitely thought better of it, but he was quite close.
Sonny, no ERS though anymore. Look at this, he's derating already. He's got 5%. And he's going on the inside of Blinda here. He wants to get past. Blinda not fighting too hard, and Sonny gets past. P2 in
And look at Neon now.
just a few corners.
Thought about challenging on the outside.
Going side by side through that corner, that uphill right-hander is basically almost a death sentence. If the car on the inside has a bit of understeer, you can both end up in a wall. So
Yeah, you have to really trust the person you're battling with to try a maneuver like that. Either that or just be completely reckless and tell what the consequences.
yeah, at this point, Neon Rays and Sonny need to they really need to be careful because the championship is still on the line for both of them. So
Yep.
it's still all to play for. Sonny, as it is now, would take the championship lead from Owen.
It would be Neon.
Yeah,
take the
Neon.
lead, I'm
Sorry, I'm
pretty sure,
completely mixing up names. Yeah, Ocean.
Yeah,
Chiefs.
Sonny's still behind by a number of points, but the gap between Neon and Owen is just 2 to Owen's advantage, but Neon running 2 places higher is going to score more points at this rate.
I was gonna say Ocean Chief in chat is not sure if it's Nico, Hagrid, or me commentating.
Interesting.
I don't know. Oh wait.
Yep.
I think I just spoiled who it is by saying or me for the last thing.
Idiots. Kimmy and Ace Boy are having a real ding dong of a battle.
Oh,
Ace Boy on. Oh, that's Turkey. Turkey
Oh,
the god.
They're just bumping wheels left and right.
Owen and Girl are fighting as well, actually. A lot of wheel banging going on. That's not touring cars, guys. Gerla thought about the Hamilton send. He's in the wrong car for that. He was in the victim's car, not the. Yeah.
I missed what was happening. Who's bumping who?
Gerla and Owen were slapping each other like it was touring cars.
Yeah, Aceboy and Kimmy were doing the exact same thing. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe these Brazil spec cars are just a bit sturdier than the other ones.
Yeah. F's in chat for Kimmy though, being outpaced by a guy on hards. Oof.
Oof, Blinda picking up the first penalty of the session up in P3. So that's a penalty for him. Max in all that chaos went past Owen in P6. So Owen with no ERS will be struggling. How much does Gerla have? Gerla has 20% as well. So both of them kind of struggling, and so is Max, pretty low in ERS. All of them
Max
dropping
Verstappen
off.
is Portuguese.
Alright, thanks for that. We're streaming, but you know, that's fine.
That was pretty cool, I think. It was funny because I was talking about Max's. But yeah, Max Verstappen is Portuguese, that's a fact. Anyways, Girl is on the back of Owen here. That actually scared me so much. So Gerla, Owen, and Max really close to each other on track. Max is actually losing quite a lot to Goran up in front. Sonny 3 seconds off of Hammer already. Hammer's just pulling away with it at this point. He is boosting, he has a 30% ERS, so he did use up that ERS to make an even bigger gap. I guess at this point on, he's just going to manage the gap as Born Wolf and Milosh are fighting. Milosh goes past. I think that is DRS assisted into turn 4. Down the grid, Aceboy and Danny fighting again. DRS helping Aceboy go past. Aceboy on harder tires. Probably slower tires at this point of the race as well. Looking down the grid, Kimmy and Danny are going to be fighting at this point. Kimmy isn't soft, so he's losing up positions to cars with harder tires. And Danny's actually ghosted. Oh, Danny was not in the session.
Yeah,
Okay.
he had disconnected from the session. I invited him back. Obviously, he's lost out a bit because of that, but
Yeah, Kimmy just
Oh well.
drives through. It is what it is. What happened up here? Okay, never mind. It was just a bad camera. Boosted mesh joins as well, so...
Goran on the move, overtaking Neon. Neon's really not fighting these overtakes so far. He's kind of focusing on his own race. I suppose it's wise to take that measured approach. Like, realistically, the advantage is kind of in his favor at the moment in the championship. He's the guy on form versus Owen, and he's running ahead of him at the moment. So all he needs to do is take home the points and stretch his advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, as you said, he doesn't even want to fight too hard. As you said, he takes over the championship. It is, he just needs to avoid any possible incidents, and the lead of the championship is his if it stays as it is now. And one of those penalties might play an effect. Blinder right in front of him has a 3-second penalty, so that would already put him up on position if he stays this close to the cars in front. So, yeah, it's still all to play for Kimi and Danny, fighting it out even more now that Danny's back in the session. So, I get to see what happens this race. And my timings are all messed up, and I don't see any time between anyone.
Yeah, I don't have any times either.
I guess it's
Never change a fun game, never change.
Never change.
Yeah, I think we should restart the lobby because of this.
And qualifying as well.
Yeah.
Maybe we should redo code as well.
I think we should, honestly.
Anyways, Owen on the back of Max here might be going for a move on the outside of turn 4. No, Max holds on the inside. Owen with the switchback might fight it back. No, Max stays in front. Never mind, Owen has a run of him.
It's going to be a brave boy.
It's going to be on the outside. Owen on the... Max on the inside. Owen on the outside. Keeping it close, and Owen makes it stick. Max on the inside defending, and Owen goes past. That's really nice from both of them.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I think Owen might have taken a tactical warning there on the outside, but gets the position nonetheless. Now Gurla going to challenge.
It's much better to take up a warning than possibly touch and kill someone or destroy your car.
Yeah. Oh, and Max running wide. Yeah, that's not ideal.
Danny leaves the
Danny is disconnected again.
I guess we're restarting.
Mate, what's going on?
That means one more position for Turkey, who's currently in P13. We saw him on the side of the track before. Goran is 1 second off of Blinda here, barely staying within DRS. He's got no ERS himself. Neonrace is at 60% though. Neonrace is just vibing with his ERS, not actually using it. Blinda 10% as well. Blinda is a bit underfueled. Sonny 3.5 seconds off to Hammer right now with 8% ERS as well. Trying to break ERS as there's a yellow flag, and that's Fropsy.
Yeah, that's Fropsy.
Out of Jinsao, I think he spun it. I think you can easily spin it on throttle if you just apply too much. And we'll keep
especially if you catch the inside curve, it really unsettles the car a lot.
He is going into the pits, so it's Fropsy going into the pits and retiring from the session. So that's our first retirement of the day. Hopefully our last one.
Yeah,
Fubar picking up a 3-second time penalty. As
so Blinda is the first to blink.
Yep. 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane for Blinda. Oof. So that puts into 8 seconds already. And now Neon Rays on the back of Goran here. 55% ERS, has the ERS, so this is really good for Neon Rays now yet again with Blinda picking up that penalty. Also, let's see where Blinda will come out. I think he will come out in traffic as well, so car in front of Blinda will be Ace Boy on hard tires. Blinda also pit for hard, so
I don't know why they've gone for hards. It's like Brazil is quite an easy soft medium.
Yeah, I think if you go soft medium, you'll pit around lap 16 though, or lap 15 from the softs.
Yeah, you can go quite long on the softs actually.
Hammer picked up a penalty, a 3-second penalty, and he's got a 3.9-second gap to Sonny, so... And it's only been a third of the race so far, so it might still change towards the end.
Could do. Yeah, there's plenty of things that could still happen.
Sonny and Neon Rays on the back of Goran here, catching with
DRS. Yeah, he's not going to go for it now. It's probably going to go for it down the run to turn 4. Set up the drive.
What I
Leads
noticed
inside.
from-
Goran actually got a slightly better drive off the corner there, but Neon has ERS and DRS to his advantage.
What I noticed from Neon Rays is he's pretty good at managing his tires. As he goes on the inside here,
Oh, yeah, that was a bit brave. Goran really should have given him more space, didn't... Was a little bit of a late move, but still, he was entitled to the space, so...
yeah, actually lost out some time as well. Lost out some ERS and locked up as well. So that's not good for the tires. Gurla though on the back of Owen here. Owen is up to P5 with Linda pitting. So it's Neon Rays, Owen, and Sonny. Sonny currently taking the most points out of this race. But if wait, that's 18 points for Sonny, 12. I can't count.
Gorilla pits.
Gorilla pits. I think as it is now, Sonny would get it would have a 25-point gap to Neon Rays if it stays as it is now for the last race, if I can count.
Yeah, so at this rate, it's gonna have to be a sunny win at Abu Dhabi
With Neon Rays
neither
not
Neon or Owen scoring.
Yeah. Wait, what happened
Yeah,
up in front actually? Hammer extended his gap by 3 seconds almost since last lap, and Goran caught up to Sonny, so I think Sonny made a mistake.
Yeah, he must have done.
So Hammer's now, Goran's now within DRS of Sonny here if he gets a good run out of Jinsao, which isn't looking like the thing. Yeah, he's just barely losing it. He's overtaking, but so is Sonny. He doesn't want to get within DRS. Goran doesn't get DRS, goes into the pit, so does Sonny. Neon Rays stays out for one more lap, so can Neon Rays get an overcut on both Sonny and Goran here? Both of them were quite in front of him, a second or so each. Sonny going mediums, Goran going hards. Interesting choice for Goran.
Wrong call for Goran there.
Gurla actually fighting Turkey here. Gurla on the outside of Turkey, or Turkey actually fighting him. Turkey goes a bit deep, locks up, doesn't go into Gurla, but Gurla gets a position. Gurla's up to 11 right now.
Yeah, nicely driven.
And he's got DRS as well, but so does Turkey. Turkey fighting on the inside. A bit weavy there. Is this going to be a Leclerc moment? Oh, there's a bit of wheel bumping there. Gurla turning in maybe a bit too early, hitting the side of Turkey. Luckily no one crashed out there, but yeah. Gurla is on first tires and he's probably a bit mad considering he started up in front on the second row and he's all the way down in P11 right now. Kind of in front of him is also Kimi right now on old soft, so I think Gurla will definitely have the pace in him right now.
Yeah, should quite easily do. Danny finally joins back. The infight finally worked.
Gurla on the back of Kimi here, getting the better run. Obviously, wait, is maybe a bit of bump drafting almost uphill. Gets DRS as well. Kimi doesn't get DRS. Kimi going.
Kimi, what do you do? Yeah. Turkey was being quite aggressive trying to get the inside, but Kimi, he really should have signaled his intentions and telegraphed that earlier. He was going for the pits. He should have held the extreme inside from the get-go, rather than let people shoot up his inside. I'd have to watch it back, but yeah, maybe a bit of both at fault there. That definitely wasn't the smartest driving from either of the two.
I already thought that someone might have just completely crashed out there. If that would have been a safety car, that would have been really, really good for Neon Rays, who is currently up in P2. Yet to pit, and I think if everything... Yeah, he's going to pit this lap. So he overcut by 2 laps. So his tires were probably fine. Brakes just in time, uphill into the pit lane. So it's a lot easier to brake than in a straight line into a pit lane. You get a lot more stopping power into the hill. This is Hammer in front of him who also pit this lap. And Neon Rays will be going on 2 medium tires as well.
And Milos the God now inherits the lead of the race. It's not actually the lead. He's not in net P1 at the moment. He's just P1 on track.
Neon
He's
Rays
yet
lost out
picked.
quite a lot of time though with this overcut onto Goran and Sonny, and of course Goran went on hards, which I think at least we both think it was the wrong call here. Unless there's some safety car or something that comes out late, I don't think the hards are gonna work as the faster tire, as Max and Owen are fighting once again on that long right-hander. This time Max is on the outside. He's trying to hold it on the outside, trying to go for a switchback. Owen goes a bit deep there, still fighting side by side. Owen has the inside line. This is gonna switch to Max's inside line if he gets a good run. On the inside, on the curb.
Yeah, Max stays in there.
Oh, Max on the inside. A bit of wheel bumping. Owen still holding it. Owen has it switches back to Owen's inside here. Max are on the outside,
Max carrying it around the
sweeping
outside,
around.
though.
Oh, a bit more wheel bumping there. Owen and Max still going side by side, and I think Max is going to get in front. Who's going to get the DRS here? I think Max will have the DRS because he is the car behind. Or does Owen have it? Owen has the DRS. That was some good fighting between them.
Yep.
Neon Rays gets
Yeah,
past
that was,
Ace as well.
It's impressive stuff.
Was quite
from
scary, had a
both
bit of wheel bumps there, but
Hmm.
it's easy to lose the car as well through all those fast corners, and especially when you're thinking about how to do the corner, we're looking at where the other car is. Yeah, it's good that we came out of that with just a couple of wheel bumps.
Yeah.
If it was two Ferraris, the wheel would pop. But
Yep. They put on a good show though.
Yeah.
Enjoyable.
Hammer on the back of our current race leader Miloš. Is going to have DRS, so we'll just get past him. Miloš is on the outside, doesn't even hold the racing line. He knows
Yeah,
it's
Miloš
not
is
really his
double for him.
position.
Yep, not his fight. Milos playing the long game there, as he should.
So 18 laps on those medium tires. You can do around 16 on soft, so I think in around 3 laps time or so we're going to be seeing Miloš pit. Probably lap 22 or so, I would think.
Probably somewhere around there, yeah.
Fubar and Kimi fighting, so Fubar is up to P14. That's a yellow flag, and I think that's Kimi, who might have had contact with Fubar or might have lost it on his own. I don't really know.
Yeah,
Having
Kimi,
an eventful
the,
race,
Formula
but
1
not
crowd.
in a good way.
Mm.
Danny in Turkey now. Danny on the back of Turkey. Had DRS on him. Closing up. Both on 18 lap old mediums. Same as Miloš up in P2. But they're obviously really far down the grid. Both have to pit one more time, so it's not really good. And both of them obviously struggling to corners, as Danny has a bit of a moment losing his rear. Those tires are definitely not in good shape. Hammer setting the fastest lap time so far with a 109.08. So
Yep. Good driving by Hammer throughout this. He's just been really quick.
Sonny picking up a 3-second time penalty, which might also be crucial towards the end of the race for either Goran or Neon Race. Neon's Neon's tires are 2 laps younger as well, fresher. Owen picking up a penalty, and Trevor. So Owen down in P9. He really is going to gain, I think, 2 positions for the car in front. He's fighting Max once more. Max on with DRS on the inside. Owen trying to hold it around the outside. Yeah, and Owen loses the position to Max, and he's not close enough to fight back. Yeah, so Owen is probably not going to be happy that he's so far down the grid, but it goes with why they're probably a warning.
Yeah, most likely.
I was going to say he's not going to be happy that he's so far down the grid, but at least that he's providing us with some really good entertainment here.
Yep. Which is enjoyable. Yeah, so Milos pits. Presumably onto softs, yep. So he's gonna have some great pace towards the end of this.
See where he comes out. Probably gonna come out behind of Born Wolf. Or not even. Or yes?
It's gonna
Gonna
be
be
close on
close.
the exit. Sam is gonna get it, but he won't be that far ahead, and Milos will have the definite pace advantage on those tires.
Yeah.
Um,
Neon Rays
consider
also
the
got
fact
past
that
Goran here.
yeah, consider the fact that Owen and Max ahead of Milos are on
Hard.
hard tires, old hard tires at this point. Milos should quite likely catch them and pass them. And as it stands with the penalty for Owen, Milos is effectively ahead of him on corrected time, or almost. So, yeah, should be decent all points for Milos today if he can keep going.
Yeah, definitely. Neon Rays though getting past Goran. Goran the back of him here now. Blinda is still in the back of Sonny. Blinda has a couple of penalties, so does Hammer. I'm gonna check this real fast. So yeah, Blinda's at 8. Hammer, Sonny 3 each. Really, everyone that has penalties is on 3 except for Blinda, who's on 8, with the speeding in the pit lane and a 3-second penalty. As Turkey and Danny switching positions, still on those medium tires, and that was because Turkey pit. Owen and Max though still close on track. Max is on those hard tires that are actually almost have double the life of Owen right now. 5 laps older. Before.
So Milos actually not particularly quick at the moment on those soft tires. He's dropped 2/10 to, well, 4/10 to Bournemouth this lap. He got a really awful exit off the final corner. Yeah, he's bitted.
Does he have damage?
Maybe he got some on the. Yep. He must have hit the barrier on the pit exit.
Oh no. That's a classic Brazil moment right there. Maybe he tried to go that Assetto Corsa trap and just go through.
Maybe.
Owen and Max
Yeah, that's
though.
a real shame.
Yeah, it is. He could have gotten a top 6 even maybe. If he put in some banging times.
I'd have thought maybe top 6 would have been a bit of a stretch, but certainly top
Top 7.
7 was there.
Oh, yellow
And
flag.
obviously, that's Trevor, I think. Yep, in the gravel.
Trevor?
Turn 4, yeah, he went deep in the gravel there.
He
Not sure
went
what happened.
Really, really deep. Checking out where Leclerc went.
Maybe.
We got 12 laps of the race to go. We are 2/3 of the race in, so yeah, there's quite a big gap up in front. Neon Rays is up in P4, Sonny up in P2. Sonny is not dropping a position to Neon Rays so far. But Neon Rays needs to gain 2 more seconds or so onto Sonny before he actually gets the position. But he definitely has the position onto Blinda. Goran does as well, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
I think Neon Rays might just be managing his tires at this point. Sonny's at 9% ERS. Sonny's boosting with overtake and DRSing because of a lapped car of boosted mess, that is. So he's got DRS, which is going to help him pull a bigger gap onto Blinda behind. Blinda is now going to be outside of DRS. And yeah, this is making it really hard for Neon Rays to catch up because Blinda has DRS, so he's not gaining onto him even though he's on the slower tire.
Yeah, but Blinda's right on the edge of it. If Sonny has a good middle sector, that's the DRS gone. Blinda's have to burn all his battery to get into the DRS, and teetering on the edge at the moment, so.
Owen and Max fighting again. Owen going wide. Max has the inside, so Max gets past again. I think Owen went deep. But Max goes a bit on the grass there. Is Owen gonna go on the inside? No, he's not. He's gonna stay back. So Owen and Max fighting it out, always to the same part of the track. There's a yellow flag, and that's, I think, Trevor, who moved out of the way of a lapped car. I would think so.
Yeah, I think so. Somehow Blinda just manages to hold on to that DRS.
Another yellow flag. Wait. What's happening?
Oh, stinky.
Lobby restart, I think.
I think so. Objectively.
Owen on the back of Max once more. Let's see if he's gonna go for it this lap. Owen's still on the fresher tires, so there's gonna be a point where Max's tires are gonna be completely gone. Or not completely, but they are going to be gone, and no one's gonna have the obvious tire advantage. He's closing in again, looking for the inside, but not going for it. Not close enough.
Yeah. Yeah, he bottled the drive off turn 3, and he was never going to be close enough. I don't know why he decided to show us to nose. It's not like Max didn't know he was there and he just compromised his corner. There's never an opportunity given how poor a drive he got off the previous corner, so I'm just getting frustrated at this point, really. That's what's going on there.
Yeah, he is in hand losing the championship right now. Or not losing the championship, but losing the lead of the championship at this point.
Yeah. At this point, it's going to go down to the final race in Abu Dhabi, but
yeah. It's interesting though. Owen really kept consistent across the whole season, so he only has one win. So even his championship lead to this point wasn't dominant by wins, but it was just dominant by consistent results. And I think in that later half of the season, he's just been having accidents happen to him that were just.
Yeah, he's had a bit of poor fortune, but also I think the grid has risen to meet him.
Yeah, especially one of the people that really made Neon Rays made an impression on me in China already. He went from last to first, I think, or one of the last positions on the grid. I think it was 17th or 18th, and he actually won the race in China. So it was a really good race from Neon Rays. It was a bit assisted by a safety car, I think, if I remember right, but still a fantastic drive from him back then, and I think he just kept the form across all season. But yeah, it is. He's been driving really well, and Sonny as well, as Trevor Linden retires.
Oh, Trevor retires. Yeah.
With 8 laps to go, or 9 laps to go. We got 2 retirements. Yeah, Sonny also had a fantastic second half to the season as well. I don't really remember him standing out too much in the first part of the season, but yeah. At some point, I don't remember what race it was, he really started popping in the pace. As Neon Race is catching now, he's 4 seconds behind Sonny. He needs really 1 more second to get the position onto him as well.
Yeah, he's not far away. And he has the tire advantage.
And if Neon Rays, if it ends as it ends now, then Sonny can't win the championship from Neon Rays.
Oh, well, speaking of Sonny, he's about to get overtaken by Blinda.
And this is causing him to lose time.
Oh, Blinda. Come on, mate. You have to leave guard to the inside when you turn in. Give Sonny a huge squeeze there. That's it's not what we like to see.
And Neon Rays is 3.3 behind now. As I was saying, yeah. If Neon Rays finishes next race in front of Owen, then the championship is definitely his. And I think, yeah, even if both Owen and Neon Rays if it is right as it is now, if both Owen and Neon Rays retire next race, Sonny cannot win the championship anymore because the gap would be too big to P1.
Well, Turkey's retired. In the pits, mind you. So
both for
fine.
Racing Points retiring. Sonny though on the back of Linda here.
Yeah, I thought about it. Ace Boy gets Sam on the pit straight.
Neon Rays 3.1 behind, or 3.0 now, so Neon Rays is going to be within the 3 seconds at this rate towards the end of the race.
Yep. It's already pretty much there.
How's his ERS looking like? Neon Rays 30% ERS. He's just managing his race. He didn't really put up any hard fights early on in the race, and he's just vibing. As Hammer says, the fastest lap time once more, 108.8. So Hammer's just pulling away with it. 7.8 second lead already, or 7.7. Will be 7.8 now. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Hammer with a commanding race so far.
Yeah, he's just been the class of the field, really. Undoubtedly, best driver of the day.
Yeah, definitely.
Driver of the day in that respect. Like it's there've been some solid drives, but there haven't been any noticeable outstanding performances, with the exception of Hammer's drive. It's just been pretty phenomenal.
Yeah. One penalty doesn't even play into effect. He's still got he can still even get a good penalty, one more penalty, and it still wouldn't make an effect on him. He could almost pick up 2 more and he would still be in the lead.
Max and Owen's still going at it.
As Trevor says in the stream chat, good times getting punted twice. So
Pog.
if you have footage or it's you can always record the incidents, and the FIA is gonna look over it after, as Sonny and Blinda are switching positions once more, going into turn 1. And Blinda
gets a 3 second, yeah.
That's gonna put Goran in front of him, but Blinda's gonna fight back here with overtake, with DRS, and pulls on the inside. Sonny now on the outside, and I don't think Sonny can fight this too hard. Blinda on the inside, and Blinda's gonna go past once more. So this fighting is really reeling Neon back in, or into the 3 seconds.
Yeah, for sure, it's helping Neon a lot.
And the more Blinda's in front, the worse it is, because he is on the slower tire as well.
Well, at this point, I think Blinda's tires would be faster than Sonny's, but the potency of the DRS with the 2 long straights of it kind of counteracts any minor differences in the tire grip. Kind of negates the difference in compound and wear. Yeah, Neon's getting ever closer to them now. Got down to 2 seconds. Sonny going for it again.
With the switchback, he might get the good run off here. He's got DRS, he's got ERS, and he's got the rev glitch.
I wonder, was he going for it on purpose, or was that tactical to unsettle Blinda? So he could get
Blinda's
the
fighting
DRS.
back, he's holding around the inside, and they're going to be going side by side, going into the subtle right-hander. And Blinda backs off, which is good.
Yeah, I think Sonny went a bit deep there, just trying to throw his car forward and force the position. Didn't want to go side by side.
Yeah, but Neon Rays is now 1.2 behind Blinda. So as it is now, Neon Rays will take P2. Sonny would take P3.
And Neon will know he doesn't actually have to fight them, he just has to be around and get the position. Max is in the wall. Presumably something went wrong in his continued battles with Owen for the entire race.
Yeah, it must have been. I was just thinking that Owen would actually be dropping down 2 positions to P9, but with Max losing it, he only loses 1 position right now due to the penalty.
Yeah, but really just not the ideal day for Owen. But he threw away needless time battling Max lap after lap, and he also threw away time and results by taking the hard tire as opposed to the medium.
Yeah, definitely. As Hammer is will be starting his penultimate lap here anytime. Is on the last straight here. No DRS up in front, 10-second gap. He's just putting in fast lap times after fast lap times compared to other drivers.
Yeah, it's been a Sunday drive for him, really. Shot off into the lead and never really looked back.
We only have 3 drivers without penalties.
It'd be one of them.
It really be one of them, man.
Dude.
Anyway, Sonny and Blind is still fighting. It really is, yeah. Blind is trying to fight because I don't think he wants to lose positions to Goran and Gurla behind, but with the amount of penalties he has, it's bound to happen, I think. I think that's why he wanted to get in front and try to push out the laps, but with DRS being so strong, it's kind of hard to actually do that.
Yeah, like with the
Born will take fast.
with the amount of time that battling loses you, you're better off just to accept that you might be behind a sore car and just drive with them and try and stretch the gap out that way, because battling just throws away so much time.
Yeah, it definitely does. Hammer on his final lap here.
Yeah, like earlier in this race, Owen, just after the pit window, was what, maybe 4 or 5 seconds off Gurla. He's now 15, just from battling Max. And granted, some of that is down to the fact that Gurla took mediums, but still, it's not 10 seconds. It's not that much time. We just threw away needless amounts battling.
Yeah, definitely. Hammer going through the second sector right now for the last time, being in the lead on his own, as he has been for the entirety of the race. The only time he's really been around other drivers was at the race start and when he was lapping people.
Yep. It's been quite a GG easy noob race for Hammer, to be honest.
Yeah, as he is coming across the pit line and start-finish line here, and he crosses the line to win Tier 3 in Brazil. Hammer, I think he won his 3rd race or 4th race in Tier 3 since he joined. Then in the back here we have Blinda, who crosses 2nd, Sonic who crosses 3rd, Neon Reyes goes up to 2nd place, Sonic goes 3rd, Goran 4th, Blinda goes down to 6th all the way from that finish due to penalties. So Blinda is in 6th, Girl is in 5. Ace Boy and Owen are the next 2 cars crossing the finish line. Ace Boy, who qualified 7th, got glitched down to P20 or P18, finishes 7th, so a good race from him as well. Owen in P8, a really, really unlucky result from him. Only gains 4 points this race. Yeah, but Neon Race takes over the lead. Born Wolf crosses the finish line in P9 with the fastest lap, and Milos crosses the finish line here, actually gets in the points. Good recovery drive, ends P10. So that front wing change could have been top 7, maybe top 6 if everything went his way, but yeah. Driver there goes to Ace Boy. He definitely had a good recovery drive, definitely was an honorable mention, but yeah, we can't take it away from Hammer, who just drove a phenomenal race.
Yeah, like there's no doubt. Yeah, it's fantastic drive from Hammer. Nothing more to say really, and his fastest lap on the mediums was only 2/10 slower than the fastest lap of the race by Bornwolf.
That wasn't even a fresh
much younger. soft tires.
Though that wasn't even a fresh medium. That was like 8 laps to go mediums or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, fantastic pace from Hammer there. Neon Rays with a really good result as well. Was dropping off at the start. Had some not a lot of pace on the softs, but didn't fight. Drove his own race and ended up P2 after all the penalties came in. Sonny, good drive from him as well. P3. A lot of fighting with Blinda, who dropped down to P6 where he started. Blinda had a fantastic start, but picked up one too many penalties. Gurla as well had a really bad start, dropped down quite a lot. Finishes P5. Good race from him. Goran as well, good race. Aceboy P7 as we said. Good recovery drive. Owen not where he wants to be in P8. Still has a shot at winning the championship, but it is a lot harder right now with the next race. Born Wolf P9, good drive from him, picking up fastest lap as well, so that's 3 points. And Milosh having a decent run for P7, then has that accident and still gets the point, so good drive from him as well.
Yeah, penny for his troubles. Besides that, it was a very good drive by Milos. So, bit of a shame that it didn't work out to more points, but still, well driven.
Interviews.
Yeah, so I think we'll get started with the race winner. I'll drag him in.
Yeah.
Seconds until the end. Oh, hello.
Hello there. Unceremonious. Sorry, not sorry.
No.
Would you rate that race as I would? GG Easy Noob 0.5 out of 10.
No, definitely not. Because I was just explaining to Owen, like in the beginning of the race, I got a penalty early on, and Sonny was like kind of the same pace when he got free. So I was kind of worried, but he is on a pad, so I think his tire was slightly worse because at the end of my stint I was gaining again. And then I was just, basically fuel on tire saving most of the second stint. Then I tried to get the fastest lap, and I did. But then Born Wolf got it in the end on fresh soft, so there was no way to get that as well. I wanted to, but it's really hard against soft runners.
For what it's worth, you were only 2/10 off. So
Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, I tried in the last lap, but that was impossible. Even with like burning every ERS and rich fuel I had, it wasn't possible. So well, but I'm really happy with the win. Like Brazil, it's my favorite track by far. I probably practiced
I couldn't tell.
I probably practice a 50% race every week. So I was ready for this. I'd be quite disappointed if I wasn't at least close to the win. So yeah, mission achieved.
Yep. Yeah, you just drove really well. Really, there's nothing more to say than that. Drive of the day, like pretty dominant in the end.
Thanks.
Won by nearly 10 seconds, even on corrected time. So, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure, man.
And now you can see me die at Abu Dhabi because I hate that track. So.
Well, you know, at least you got a win here.
That's the important part. Yeah.
Yeah, well, one thing to point out is no one bothers with Abu Dhabi, so if you do like a lap before it, you'll be fine. You'll win.
Yeah.
GG easy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, never know.
Yeah. Or maybe I crash into the wall like last season on Abu Dhabi. That's also a real possibility. Oh well.
Let me guess. The funny last left-hander on the lap.
No, it's actually like early in the lap. You have that fast right-hander. I think I lost.
Oh, did you bottle
it? Yeah, and then I flew into a wall. Like the guy, he crashed, and then I wanted to avoid him, and I somehow crashed myself out. So that's my experience.
Task failed successfully. I would say.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good drive. Well done. Nice win. GG easy noob. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. See you guys next time, I guess.
Yeah.
See you,
I
man.
guess.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming. Who next? Neon?
Yep. Senor Reyes.
Hello.
What's poppin', my guy?
What's poppin'? I'm very happy I didn't mess up my wing on the pit exit.
Pog.
That would have been absolute drama, but
It would have been suboptimal, is what you're trying to say.
suboptimal indeed. Though I mean, it wouldn't have been very bad because Blinda did have 14 seconds of penalties, depending on how hard I would have hit the wall. All right, let's say that. But no, I'd say what happened with Sonny getting that penalty and me overtaking him because of it. Though I don't know, did they damage each other when they were fighting that hard?
No, I don't think
Not
they did.
that I saw, but they definitely threw away a bunch of time.
Yeah, because I was stuck outside the outside 3 seconds for way too many laps, and then all of a sudden, there I'm 2 seconds off, then 1.5 seconds off, then 1.2, and I have no clue what happened for
No,
them to
they
lose so much
just
time.
were really, really, really hard fighting.
Yeah, which to be fair, I don't know. With Blinda and his 14 seconds, I thought, yeah, kind of rude, but you know, I'd say it's a little bit of karma for Sonny for what he did on Russia, where he had a 3-second penalty, and I was trying to get in the 3-second window of I can't remember who it was in front of me, but I was trying to keep in that window, and then Sonny fighting me just nudged me out of that window.
Oof.
But you know, I'm not salty about that. It's just, you know, you're
Yeah,
unlucky.
I can tell you're not.
I mean, I'm over the moon right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Understandably so. You drove really well.
I drove really well for a really safe setup, I'd say. My setup was slow on the straights and not very much turn in, but it was safe. Like I was able to take that fast right-hander flat out, so I was happy with that.
Yeah. Well, that's the main thing, I guess.
Yeah, the main thing is that I didn't spin out like a few people almost did. Blinda, I had front row seats to Blinda's exits, and almost every corner exit was him just squiggling about.
Yeah. Not ideal, I would say.
Yeah, fast setup, but you know, if it's unstable, it's no point. Like you'd rather not get those penalties and you know, have an easy race than get them and try and like push as hard as you can all race.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
yeah, but it was fun. That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Don't think there's anything more to say than that.
All right, go talk to Owen. Ask him about his pit exit.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Good to know.
will do.
All right, see ya.
Yeah.
Alright, see ya.
Okay, let's ask Owen about his pit exit, I guess.
Hello.
Hello.
We have been instructed by Mr. Reyes to ask about your pit exit. What happened?
Will said bye. Kind of, you know, the force feedback kind of just turned off, so I hit the wall. Yeah, I was getting ready for the force feedback to come on, and as I come out, I turned my wheel, and it's just like as loose as I'm not going to finish it up. But like, you know, kind of hit the wall, and then I don't really care. The race was decent, I guess. I lost my quali lap. I think quali got blocked, but it's fine. It was a decent race. I enjoyed racing Max. You know, I know I wasn't gonna be in the top half. I just wanted to have fun, and me and Max raced our race. That was good fun. I don't know if you saw it on stream.
Yeah, it was really enjoyable to watch. Actually, you put on a great show.
Yeah, probably the highlight of the
well done.
race.
I did give him a little tap, but I did stop and let him pass because I felt bad. But yeah, I don't really care. I think now Race has had a very good season. Unless his car blows up in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, then I'm pretty sure he's got it in the bag. But I'll try my best.
Yeah. Well, if that's what happened, like you still have driven a really good season. I've been arguably one of the most consistent drivers out there, I would say. So, like, there's still definitely things to be proud of, even if you don't take the championship.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's been fun. Obviously, there's been a lot of races where it hasn't gone my way, but I mean, me and Danny have tried our best. Danny's just not had the best rest. Or second half of the season, I guess, hasn't been his best. And I mean, Sonny and Gola put a lot of time in throughout the week, so they've now got the leading constructors, I'm pretty sure, and will probably keep it. But yeah, it's been a good season. It's been good fun. I mean, first F1 game is good fun, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, considering that, like, you can be quite proud of how you've driven thus far.
As long as I don't get put up to tier 2, I'll probably be here next season.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. So, yeah, you've driven really well, so whatever does happen, you can be pretty proud of that.
Thank you.
Thanks for the entertainment.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Anyone else?
Well, that's like 3 interviews. Unless anyone is particularly keen on interviews, we can leave it there. It doesn't really seem like anyone's asking for an interview, so
Yeah, I guess.
we can end it at that.
Yeah, I guess we can end it at that. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. And
yeah,
Milosh wants to come oppose. He says. You
I
know,
guess.
let's see. He's the only one that did a 2-stop. Milosh, 2-stop strategy. What happened?
So, picture this.
Yeah.
Pit lane Brazil.
Yeah.
Pit wall.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Bonk.
Oh no.
Regret.
No.
Yeah, I was super depressed. There was multiple things that weren't bad. Quality was poor. I should have been able to do a low 7, didn't. My race pace was fine. I was pretty happy with first stint. I didn't really make any major mistakes at all.
You were leading the race as well.
Yeah, pug. Then yeah, that pit stop came in, hit the wall, and I was like, fuck. You know, you're like, yeah, it's downhill from there, and I figured this is not gonna be fun anymore, is it? I was going out the pits, and I said, oh, this is gonna be fun. Bonk. Never mind. Yeah, I got it. I am Jorge Russell. I think we were in for a pretty good result as well because a lot of the guys that were on hards, and yeah, I had the softs, so they were easily gonna make the 16 laps. So a bit disappointed.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
It is what it is.
It is what it
Time
is.
to go back
Though
to
it's Abu
Destiny
Dhabi, but Abu Dhabi makes not very epic. I think.
What do you mean?
Getting
It's
6 seconds of penalties is also pretty cringe. I mean, getting 1 penalty is embarrassing. Getting 2 penalties at Brazil is just pathetic.
What about getting 14 seconds?
That's kind of cringe.
That would be quite cringe.
Yeah, I think.
Not gonna lie.
Well, I guess that's it. You win Abu Dhabi, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Bet.
I think you can still win the championship. You got shot, so.
Yeah, mathematically, I think I can.
Yeah, I think if you.
I think.
One good result is all.
I won in Bahrain, so it really put me in the game.
Yeah. Especially all the races in between Bahrain and Abu Dhabi are.
Yeah.
Your highlights of the season. Yeah.
Crucial
races.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn,
Okay,
bro.
get out of here. Scram.
That'll knit.
Okay. On that note, what we learned today is that Verstappen is Portuguese and the Neon Race is leading the championship going into the last race. So yeah, we'll see everyone next week for the final race. And yeah, thanks for watching and bye bye.
Yep.